Hello, welcome to Asian Petrolhead. Let me just mute myself. Hello, welcome to Asian Petrolhead. It is November 5th here. Okay, hold on. Okay. Hello, welcome to Asian Petrolhead. It is November 15th here in Korea. It's about 11 a.m. So good morning to you guys. Hope you guys are staying warm because it's already cold here. It's even raining today. So I hope you guys are staying warm. But it's Friday for us, so TGIF. If you're watching from North America, I think it's still Thursday for you. So hang in there one more day. Your Friday will come. Just joking, just trying to cheer you guys up. Today I just want to talk about the second SUV coming from Genesis, which will be called Genesis GV70, which will be little brother of Genesis GV80. We also uploaded a spy shot review of Genesis GV80 last September. So if you like to see the review, spy shot review of that, please refer to the link above. Okay, and yes, including Eddie, I think many of you guys are waiting anxiously to see the new Genesis GV80 being released here in Korea and around the globe. And don't worry, because I think we'll be getting the car pretty soon. Genesis not telling a specific date yet, but I think Korean journalists were expecting it to be somewhere around November, end of November, Thursday. So last week of Thursday, I think it's going to be released here in Korea, and also test drive. So we'll try to show you the car as soon as possible. We'll turn on the live streaming so that we can show it to you guys as soon as possible. And before we begin, we're going to do this live. So please do support us by subscribing to our channel, and also hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Okay, and before we begin, I'd just like to say special thanks to Motor One for the images. I left a link in the description in case you guys want to see the full article, and please do support them as well, making our review possible. So thank you, Motor One, and our Russian friends at Kulisi RU for the rendering images and images from the Motor One. So thank you guys. And before we go any further, let me just show you the image of the Genesis GV80, because today we'll be constantly comparing GV70 to GV80. So I just want to remind you what it looks like. Like I said, this is still rendering image from our Russian friends from Kulisi RU, because the car is not being introduced here in Korea. So let's just use that for now, and as a reference. It looks pretty good, right? Like I said, here in Korea, Genesis GV80 will be launched here momentarily. And you guys all know Genesis has been selling only three sedans, trio sedans. It started with G80, first sedan, and G90, which is their flagship sedan, and G70, which is their little bit sporty sedan. Think of it as a more luxurious Stinger from Kia, I would say. They've been only selling three sedans, and you guys all know SUV is very, very hot. So, Genesis wants to grab some pie as well. So, why not? Because, Porsche, Lamborghini, everybody's making an SUV. So, Genesis wants to roll out GV80 first, sometime this November here in Korea, and then they're going to release Genesis G70 sometime next year. They're not telling us a specific date yet, but sometime earlier next year would be very nice, but maybe later of the year. So we don't know yet, but hopefully it will come out pretty soon. So like I said, Genesis GV70 will be heavily influenced by the Genesis G70, which is their sporty sedan. So I think it will focus more on the driving dynamics, while the Genesis GV80 is focusing more elegance, luxuriousness, and interior volume. So I hope it sounds good. Hope it drives well. Let's. Why don't we just start the showing you the car from the front? Okay, looks it's nice to have the car with not heavily camouflaged. It only has a light wrappings on it, saying that this car is almost ready to be rolled out. So, like I said, earlier the better. So hopefully springtime would be very nice for this car to be released. Okay, so and also right off the bat, you can see the Genesis GV70 is a lot smaller compared to GV70. I'm not sure how much, but it looks definitely smaller. And I'm seeing very interesting design theme going on because the hood line is actually sitting on the fenders. I guess they wanted the car to look wider and bigger. So they're actually on the sitting on the fender, and the fender itself is very nicely blending into the the side character line. And it also has the hexagonal grille, which Genesis is calling it crest grille. It looks like a shield in person. Let me show you. Actually, this is, because we don't have any pictures of it, this is actually Genesis G90 flagship sedan limousine version with the crest grille. It looks like a shield, but I think it won't. Genesis G70 won't have as large as a G90 because, and I hope they make GV90 too, because G90 is a flagship, but I think they will have a smaller but looking very similar in some sort, right? So let's see. What did I not tell you? Okay, so overall it will look very, I think, compact and luxurious, just like a mini Genesis. Okay, so it's got too much wrappings on it, so let's call some help from our Russian friends. Courtesy RU. Okay, let me just scroll down a little bit. This is still wild guess. This is a rendering image, of course, but Courtesy RU, they do make very good wild guesses every time. So let's take a look. I also found out from one of our subscribers, Courtesy means wheel, like a circular rim. So just to let you know. And thank you for the image again. I think it looks pretty good. It's got the Genesis logo in the middle and crest grille. Probably has a radar sensor in the middle, and also has a quad headlamp, but not completely divided, but rather have a C shape like that. Looks pretty good. It's got some openings on the bottom, but it looks like a pretty good looking. On the hood itself, it's got the very muscular lines going on, and like I said, the end of hood line is actually sitting on the fender. So I say it's a very interesting design. So yeah, so that's about the front. Okay. So guys, let me know what do you think about the front design in the comment section. And meanwhile, let me just say hello to you guys. Hello guys. Good morning. Oh, George, perfect timing, yes. Hello Moose, hello Ken, John, good morning, X-Call. 9 p.m. in New York, Thursday, right? Just kidding. So Australia, hello guys. Makan, yes, I guess you can say that, Korean Makan. 3.3 liter turbo, we'll talk about the engine lineup pretty soon, but it looks like a Wushik Tre is right. I think it. Foreign journalists are saying 2 liter turbo and 3.3 liter twin turbo right off the G70, but Korean journalists think it's going to use 2.5 liter turbo and 3.5 liter turbo. But we're still having guesses here. But because Genesis is not confirming anything. So guys, let me know what do you think about the front design. I think it definitely looks pretty promising. Yes, 2.5 liter probably used for the Optima GT, and probably Sonata N9 as well. Pricing at this point, I'm not sure. Genesis GV70, GV80 will start somewhere around, I think, 50K. I'm not sure, a little bit wild guess, but so this guy should be a lot cheaper but it's actually not sure. Can't really tell because it's actually first time they're making a Macan, baby Macan. So let's just wait. If we get more information about the pricing of the car, we'll let you know as soon as possible. Okay. So let's continue with the review. Where were we? Okay, let me show you the side profile. Right off the bat, it looks shorter compared to GV80 and seems to have a smaller greenhouse, but overall it looks quite very taut, you know, very low, and it looks pretty sporty. I like the side design very much. Let me show you a few designs. I'm sorry about the drawings. I'm not very good with drawings. But, if you see the red line, that's actually a side character line dipping a lot earlier compared to the Genesis GV80. And there's also a crest line depicted by blue line. There's also a blue line coming down from the rear window, so rear door. So I think it will look very beautiful. It will have two lines meeting like that at the rear window. Let me just show you the GV80. You see, GV80 has a just straight line going on, just like the Palisade. But this guy has, I think it's a very nice design. I think it'll look very sexy. So, and one more thing I want to point out is that it has a Palisade chrome strip theme going on here, because if you see the red line, the bottom one chrome strip kind of stops early, but the behind one on the upper one kind of goes all the way like that. So looks like a Palisade line. So I think it will look very nice. And also the side lamp is placed under the window line to yield, I guess, more better visibility. Not sure whether it's going to have a little A-pillar window by the A-pillar like a Sonata, but let's wait and see. But looks very promising from the side. I actually like the side design better than the front design. Okay, so let's move straight to the rear design. That's what it looks like. You know, it's got a gently dropping slope line. It also has a fixed spoiler on the back, and because it's a test car, they didn't put any tail lamp, but there's a cutouts for the very wide and separated tail lamp. I really do like the, if that comes out like this, it probably will come out like this, but I really do dig the tail lamp. I think it will look very sexy, very nice proportion, I think, from the rear. Personally, I like the rear design the best, side design. Front design, not so much, because it's an SUV. I think it would be better if they made it a little bit bulky, you know. But it's just my thought, okay. And also, I think it's the first time Genesis putting the exhaust vertically like that, dual exhaust. It looks very nice. I hope it sounds great because, you know, it's got dual exhaust on it, and you know, if they do put 2.5 turbo and 3.5 twin turbo, maybe, I'm not sure whether it be turbo or twin turbo. I hope it sounds good because, like I said, I think Genesis is focusing, very emphasizing driving dynamics with this new Genesis GV70. I'm not really sure how they're going to manage the heat coming from the exhaust pipe. Probably they'll do, but a little bit, I really want to see it in person, how the rear design would actually, you see from the back, it has the line, side line dipping down. Looks very nice, I think. Looks a little bit like a Infiniti FX from the rear, but you know, very nice. I kind of like it from the back. And it looks like it's going to drive much better than the GV80 because it looks a lot lower, it looks a lot smaller, so that should do the trick, okay? So let's also get some help from our Russian friends. Thank you, CRU. This is what their take on the rear design. It's got the dual exhaust on the bottom, and Genesis logo in the middle. I hope they don't put like all the letterings, you know, Genesis, you know, would look without it a lot cleaner. It also has a separated tail lamp looks very nice. Got fixed roof line on the back and gently roof line coming back, and looks very nice. It also has the palisade treatment going on with the chrome strips, and side character lines dipping with the meeting with crest line from the back. And it's hard to see, but the chrome lines, I mean the chrome rims looks pretty nice. Okay, so guys, let me also know what do you guys think about the rear design as well. So yes, Philip, earlier the better. Yeah. So what? 80s, 90s? I know. I think it looks very sexy. So yes, Daniel. So what about the? We'll just continue. So let me know what you think about the in the comment section. And what about the interior? Well, we couldn't find any pictures of it yet. But I can now tell you this straight out: the Recaro seats and what do you call roll cages won't make it to the production car. But you know, it's a Genesis, so I think it will have a very large screens up front, full digital gauge for the gauge cluster, and large infotainment screen wrapped around with nice leather, you know, wood trims and chrome lines and so forth, and probably have lots of you know, driving aids, you know, starting from the adaptive cruise control with stop and go functionality, and full collision avoidance, lane keep assist, you know, adaptive cruise control, and lots of things, you know, rear passenger alert, and also you know, safe exit assist, and many things like that. So I think it should look very nice inside, but a little bit smaller compared to GV80. So, you know, I personally like GV80 better because I just simply like the bigger cars, you know. I just like bigger cars. But this should be very nice for younger people who just, you know, enjoying single life, driving having a drive with a girlfriend, you know, girlfriends or a girlfriend. So that's about it. And what about the powertrains? You know, I talked about it a little bit earlier, but many foreign journalists are expecting it to be fitted with 2-liter turbo or 3.3-liter twin turbo, because, you know, they're saying, Genesis are saying this will be heavily influenced by Genesis G70, but we Korean journalists are expecting it to be fitted with 2.5-liter turbo or and 3.5-liter turbo. 3.5-liter turbo is actually new engine. I think Genesis is preparing to fit it on the even GV80 and others. I mean, for this guy as well. And you know, 2.5-liter is a regular 2.5 liters being used on the new cadenzas, and you know, if you're getting a new Sonata from the overseas, from North America, you're getting it as a base engine 2.5 liter, but 2.5 liter turbo actually will be used on this guy. 2.5 liter turbo will be actually used on the Optima GT, Sonata N lines, and stuff like that. I think they'll put that for the new Genesis G70 in the soon future as well. So I think that's about the powertrain. So yeah, and I think they will also might have a 2.2 liter diesel for Korean markets and maybe some European markets and Asian markets. But you know, I would rather buy myself you know, gasoline petrol engine for this kind of luxury car. And maybe they also have some electrification for the Genesis GV70 in the soon future, maybe in some sort of a hybrid or plug-in hybrid. And you know, we're gonna have to see what they do in the future. Okay, so that's what I have for the all I have for the Genesis GV70. So let me know what you think about it. Yes, a Genesis Coupe should be very nice. I hope they make it really. No shipments. Like I said, no Recaro seat, no roll cages probably. Yeah. Porsche Macan. Yes, it will compete against Audi Q5, BMW X3, stuff like that. Oh, okay. 60, 70s from the rims, okay. Okay. Yes. Oh, LC500 level. That should be very nice. So it will also compete with Corvette, I guess, huh? That'll be very nice. I hope they make RM16 first, midship engine. Looking very similar to Veloster size, that'd be very nice. If they do make it, I would love to personally buy one. So, okay, so this is what it looks like. Guys, let me know before you leave. Let me know what you think about the car. And let me just give you a few updates. First, next Tuesday, Hyundai will be launching Hyundai Granzer, or aka Azera, if you're watching from North America. So they're going to launch the car and also have the media test drive. So we'll try to show you the car as much as possible through the live streaming, and also first drive. We're going to film the first drive and upload it as soon as possible. And like I said, last week of November, Thursday, Genesis will launch GV80. So we'll give you a lot of coverage on that as well. And on December, Kia will also will release new Optima, so we'll give you update as well, and probably they will have a media test drive as well. So I'm going to update you as well, and I think we're going to have night drive of the K900 uploaded probably tomorrow or maybe on Monday. So let's see how it goes. And also, I think we're going to go for a road trip with Palisade. Our Palisade, I'm going to get a Palisade diesel, so maybe have a long comparison road trip, actually, going for a long distance trip with the car. So we have lots of things going on. So if you have not subscribed to our channel, please do so, and please also hit that bell notification so you don't miss out. Okay. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I had a great time seeing you guys. And let me know if there's anything you'd like to see more from, less from our channel. And we're constantly changing so that we can grow this channel faster and more, bring you more contents that you guys like. Okay. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll be back with more car reviews. So thank you guys. Bye bye.